Hey, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, but you can call me Pajama Grandma. Jumping off the deep end to supersize and grow your business. What the heck does that mean? Well, jumping off the deep end, that expression has been around a long time, and it's actually kind of got negative connotations, which kind of cracks me up. But the negative connotations are that, oh, you should tip your toes in, you should get in the shallow end, you should get used to the water, and then as you get used to swimming in the shallow end and you're comfortable with that, you should go to the deep end and you'll be safe and secure. What a crock, right? What a crock. But we're all taught that. Aren't we all taught that? Even in swimming lessons as a little girl, they didn't have us just jump off the diving board into the deep end or just jump off the deep end. They got us in the shallow end, breathing, blowing bubbles, kicking on a kickboard. Then once we were used to the shallow end, they introduced us to the deeper water and learned, once we learned to tread water and things and to do a few strokes and to float. But in life, we don't do anything that way. As human beings, we decide something first. We jump in with our emotions. We feel something with our emotions and we make our decisions based on that. Every single human being on the planet does that. We like to pretend we don't. I'm a nerdy engineer. I like to think that I'm logical and rational, and that's how I make my choices and my decisions. And it took me a long time to figure out that, nope, I'm just like everybody else. We all decide emotionally. We choose something based on emotion. And then after we've chosen it, after we've selected it for ourselves, then we come up with all these reasons why it's a good decision or a smart decision or a right decision for us. And I think we do it to convince ourselves that it's a right decision a little bit, but also so we've got excuses and things to tell other people as to why we do things, as if we have to justify our actions to other people. Guess what? Permission granted. You don't have to. You can choose what's right for you and let everybody else choose what's right for them. This applies to everything in our lives, and especially in our businesses when we're wanting to grow and create a business that positively impacts other people's lives. You can create a business that negatively impacts people, but I'm not your gal then. So I love this because it's just another example of how culturally we're being conditioned to think that we should play it safe. We should follow these rules that someone else has set down for us, that we have to do things like everybody else does, that we should just be normal and quiet and calm and go along with the program. Well, you know what? For a lot of us, especially entrepreneurs and business owners, that is not even an option, right? Some of our greatest fears are just being average or normal or going along with the flow. So jumping it off the deep end and jumping into the deep water is all about us honoring what's right for us. Is it right for everybody? No. A lot of people, the vast majority of the people, will never jump off the deep end. They'll never go after their dreams. They'll never go after their goals. But that's not who I'm here for. That's not who I'm talking to. I'm talking to you because you know that life has a lot more to offer you when you do choose something, commit to it, and then go after it wholeheartedly. That's the only way we build and supersize and grow our businesses. Yeah, we can play it safe and we can do what everybody else in our industry is doing, but we're just going to get by. We're not going to create the impact and change the world, because people I talk to want to change the world, if we are playing it safe and doing what everybody else is doing. We have to do what's right for us. And that begins with committing to something. And that is all based on emotion. It's all based on what feels right to you, what feels right to me, and then going after that. And once we make that decision and that commitment, all of the other pieces start to fall in place. Until we do, we struggle, we procrastinate. And that again is an example of us acting out of an emotion. Fear, perhaps. At least that's how it sneaks into my life. So think about this today. Jumping off the deep end, it doesn't have to mean to just act emotionally or irrationally without carefully considering all of your options or the consequences. It just has to do with honoring your emotions, honoring who you are, and making your choices and decisions based on that, and not caring what other people think, because they're not living your life. They're not, I love the expression, well, your opinion isn't paying my bills, so I'm going to go ahead and go with what I think is right for me. I meet X that, but I think you know what I mean. So commit to something, go after it. Know that you're in that aspect like every other person on the planet. We respond emotionally, we decide and choose and commit emotionally first, and then we justify with all the reasons that something is a good idea. And again, are those justifications for us or are they for other people? I think they're for us to come up with so that we can share them with other people when they start to give us a hard time based on the choice or the direction that we're going with our life or our business or whatever it happens to be. So that's it. I say jump off the deep end, go for what you want. You're never going to be ready. The time is never going to be perfect. So go with your gut, go with what feels right to you, and you will never be led astray. Take care. I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye.